everyone, welcome back to Hacky Lessons for a One Piece deck profile. This is a deck that is using Captain Kidd as the lead card, but it's not really what you would think of as a Kidd deck. This is built all around using the I'm going to be the King of the Pirates promo. So I have 4 copies here. Obviously the card is a little bit hard to get, so if you can't find 4 copies, that's okay, but try to get at least 2, because the deck is revolving around this. Because what you want to do is make a board of 5 characters, use the promo, which will give you a lead of 1,000 for each character on board. So if you have 5 on board, that's 5,000 power for 2 Don instead of attaching 5. And then you know what Kidd does, it attacks twice. So you've spent 5 Don to attack for 10,000 at least. Or you have 5 more Don to attach, so it could be 15,000. Much better than Kidd's usual best output of 12. You could even attack for more if you end up using 2 copies of King of the Pirates in the same turn. If you had 2 copies in hand, 5 on board, that's 10,000 power for 4 Don, so your leader will be 15. Then you have however many Don left to attach. So this is a list that I kind of came up with and then built half an hour before the tournament the other day. So it is it's a rough draft, to be honest. You might take a look at this and say, why haven't you included this or this? I didn't have time to test it and fiddle around with it, but I really like the concept, and I think you will too. I found it a lot of fun. So I'm sharing what I've got now, because I can't wait to another couple of weeks to refine it, because when's the next tournament I'm going to play? So yeah, let's get into it. So the Kidd leader, as we said, can attack twice for the cost of 3 Don and trashing 1 card again. And then this card has Supernova trait, that's relevant obviously, you know why. And yeah, so in order to get my board full nice and easy, you could go the law route and just play cheap stuff. But what I've done is the film Straw Hats package. So 4 copies of Monkey D. Luffy, that's my my high-end 7 cost blocker. He on play will play a 4 cost or lower Straw Hat or film card. In this situation, we're just talking about Straw Hats. There's no other film cards, but from Luffy, you could either play the 4 cost Zoro, so he's vanilla, strong attacker, for cheap cost. Or you could play the 4 cost Brook, which only has 5,000 power, but he does on play a 3 cost or less Straw Hat or film card, so the chain keeps on going. Luffy can also play these cards, but as the chain moves down, Brook can play them as well. 4 copies of the 3 cost Usopp, and then 4 copies of Nami. So Nami searches, but she only searches top 3. So it's very important for there to be a good ratio of film cards in this deck. She finds film cards, but she only searches top 3. She can do it on play or when attacking, so that's pretty cool. I think she's kind of like a better Jewelry Bonnie, because Jewelry Bonnie is pretty good, but you don't attack with her. Now, just because we need a good amount of film cards, we've got Chopper in as a 2k counter. He's otherwise useless. I'd prefer a 2k counter that's usable, but Nami can search him, so there you go. And then 2 copies of Diable Jambe, because it is a film card, so Nami can search it. And it's just a little bit of cheap removal. Cost 2 to remove 4 costs or less that are rested. So it's not always usable, but when it is usable, it's pretty good value. So that is all the film Straw Hats. Important to note that Luffy and Zoro are supernovas, because we have a little supernova package here, and Jewelry Bonnie is in the main event of that. So she finds Luffy, she finds Zoro, and she finds the King of the Pirates promo. Luffy was my 7 cost blocker, but I've also got a cheap blocker, and that is Killer. Specifically Killer because I want the draw power, so you attach a Don to him and draws beauty. And this is a 2k counter. It's only in there because it's a supernova, so therefore Jewelry Bonnie can get him. but otherwise I don't like the card. I'm never going to play it. I don't think it's worth playing. I'd rather put EZO in, so I mean that's something I might try, but then not searchable, so that's the issue. And then the other Supernova card is my 2-cost 4K counter, which is Punk Gibson. That's a pretty good counter, rest something, so you can effectively stop 2 attacks if you sequence it correctly, and if your opponent does not. Rounding up the deck is just a last card here. It's 4 copies of Raizo, just because I really wanted to have a lot of draw power in this deck. So if you're looking at this list and thinking, how could I fit in my 8-cost kids, because I know you are. Someone already commented on this video without watching all the way to the end. You could probably take out Raizo, I suppose. Like I said, it's a rough draft, so that's the full list. It was a lot of fun. I didn't win the tournament or anything. I came 5th, I believe. But not too bad, considering I sleeved it up right before turning up without practicing it or anything. I'm pretty happy with it. I find it is fun, and with a little bit more refinement, it'd be pretty strong as well. So give it a go. Let me know if you think it's good, and I'll see you later for the next One Piece deck profile.